We're recording? Okay. What brings us here tonight?
I'm trying to find a ghost. There's been a lot of creepy and unusual things going on in the house over the course of the last 6 months that at first I was writing off as just it being an old house. But things have been creeping up more and more lately that I don't really have an answer for, that I can't just blame on the old house. Some things that just feel not right. And as a result, I thought this was a great opportunity for us to do some sort of investigation.
This area always, every single time I come downstairs here personally, I find myself always looking back here. I think it definitely has some sort of energy. I think it could be the pictures. Nothing like scary, I feel, but but it feels something here.
Like, I feel it in my feet right now. I feel like...
My name is Tyler. I am the producer and editor of the Topless podcast. The main reason that I brought everyone here today is to do an investigation of my basement. And a lot of stuff has been going on, especially now that I've been spending a lot more time at home as a result of COVID, that I'm starting to recognize as abnormal. And we're trying to find out if there's something in this basement that's paranormal. We're gonna do a seance. we're gonna try to talk to a ghost or whatever's been keeping everyone in the house up late at night. It felt like when I was down here I wasn't alone, and for me that was a powerful experience, I think, and that's part of the reason that I ended up bringing everyone here today.
So do you really think something is in the basement?
Yes. I can't be down here by myself sometimes. I don't think there's anything down here that's malicious. Like, I don't think there's anything down here that's, like, keeping us up at night with any sort of malicious intent. I don't think anything out here is trying to harm us or, get us back for anything. I just think there's just a presence that just exists.
Okay, so we currently just got to Tyler's house. We're basically gonna do an investigation and seance.
Investigation/seance, or both.
Both.
And we're gonna find out if there is anything in Tyler's basement, either malevolent or not.
Yeah.
Tonight we're gonna find out what's happening.
Because, so basically backstory, it's all explained in the podcast, but as a summary, we kind of believe that there might be something in his basement. We don't really know, and that's kind of like the whole point of this whole shenanigan that we're doing.
Yeah.
This is his house. And I don't know. From the outside, it looks creepy. Tyler!
Yo.
You came literally right when we're recording.
Oh, okay. Am I early? Am I late? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We were just saying how we're just starting the investigation. Literally, the shenanigans have begun.
The shenanigans have begun on a fucking chilly Thursday night.
What if we awaken something?
You need to shut up.
You're sleeping here tonight, so
Yeah, you guys get to go home. I get to be here, man. I don't know, it's tough.
let the games begin.
Yeah, should we walk in now and figure it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, new moon was yesterday. Or new moon was last night, but it's still new moon energy is still lingering.
Are we still in retrograde?
Yes, we are still in retrograde.
Yeah, she's been weird recently.
Retrograde has been fucking with me real bad.
Our family members and stuff.
So that area, I feel
Did we
some
explore
type
that?
of way.
We really explored it.
We didn't really explore it.
Of his old stuff, and I found one of his old pinup girl calendars. What? The Sunshine Girl.
Oh my god.
Something doesn't want me touching this. You know what I'm saying? So I keep this up here, just it's just something to, a reminder of him, it, us, everything around us.
Yeah. So, remember in the interview,
Okay.
you mentioned his magazines that you once found and everything felt unsettled?
Pretty soon these are it. I'm gonna have to censor this in a post probably, but these are the boxes that were inside of a cupboard that were over there that hadn't been touched for years, that my mom, my grandma, no one knew about. And when it was me and my brother who were looking through it, we got this, I'm feeling the energy right now actually, feeling kind of unsettled. When I opened it, I just felt like there was something, like I was touching something I wasn't supposed to be touching. So we can give it a shot.
So what do you feel right now as we're kind of talking about
I'm
it?
a little anxious, a little nervous. I haven't been anxious all day. I knew that we were doing what we were doing today, but it wasn't something that was like really burdening me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that really I was thinking too heavy about, but like talking about this basement, talking about an area that I spent so much time in, I don't think too much about. It just specifically certain things in here give off certain energies, and like I can feel the tinglies in my fingers. Yeah. Porno mags, some BDSM shit. We got old, like the ecstasy girls, old cassettes or VHS tapes and stuff like that. Hidden. Oh, that's a very nice reel, not gonna lie. What's this? Blues Off Soul. I don't even know what that means. All of this stuff, like, oh, this is the stuff that, like, the kids are not supposed to be touching type shit. Use, but for some reason, every time I'm down here, I don't know if it's me, someone else, or something. All of this stuff over here is getting moved. Like, I don't know who moved the fucking the coat rack and stuff like that. That's kind of what I wanted to be. If I were to leave any sort of legacy behind for people that I care about, family, friends, kids, etc., if I want to leave any sort of legacy behind, if I were to die tomorrow, those are some of the characteristics that I want. Right? And that's something that I care about. So that's kind of my relationship with him, the idea of him, and everything that I want. Right? So if, we do find anything tonight, and it could be him, it could be something else, I'm hoping to be able to reconcile with the idea that I'm on the right track with him, and that he's looking down and he's like, you're going the right direction. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're ready to do seance.
I like turned my camera right when you did.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So yeah, let's do the seance.
What's up?
So-
Interview time? Alright. On the fly,
Little
what are we
prep.
saying?
So how do you feel before we start recording?
I'm less nervous than I thought it would be. I was telling my friend earlier, I was like, yeah, like I'm not into this. Like this is gonna be spooky as fuck, but I don't know. I think it'll be a cool experience. If we find nothing, that's fine by me. If we find something, we find it. We have an answer, right? I'm not feeling nervous in the hands or anything. I was actually feeling something when I was touching the box. Maybe that just might be all in my head.
Yeah.
But like, it is very, very. That was an interesting moment.
So usually what I like to do when I'm cleansing is, I'll say I'll cleanse a space and only welcome in energies of like the highest frequency and cleanse of any negative energy.
I think specifically, I want to recall, I was spending a lot of time just working out down here, and one day I brought Coco, my Pekingese, the little baby, and she was down here with me for a little while too, because my mom was like, here, have some company. So I was down here, the dog was taking a nap on the couch, and the next thing you know, like, I look over, and she puts her head up, and she looks directly right over there, over towards where the pool table is right now. And she jumps down, and I'm watching this while I'm working out, and I didn't think too much of it. But she walks over to around the corner, and just starts staring. And I suddenly saw that and I was like, that's really weird. Dog, to be fair, the dog's never been down here, so it's never been exploring, but you're literally just taking a nap and suddenly it's like flick of a button. Now something's going on. And after that, I was a little spooked, but I wasn't too worried until she started going crazy. She started barking. Like something inside of her triggered, and I was like, what the fuck? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now, man. Like, I can't be dealing with you making so much noise. Mama trying to sleep, Grandma trying to sleep, everyone's trying to sleep. So I picked her up, but for some reason, my body didn't want to go to that side of the basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, my body just, like, really didn't want to take those steps for some reason. Like, I was, like, nervous and anxious.
And that's where your dog was.
Yeah, and I had goosebumps and stuff like that, and I was listening to music. I was working out, so my body temperature is really high.
Yeah.
And I know, like, your body temperature is really high, and yeah, sure, it's December, January, it was cold, that, like, you can feel a drop in your body temperature after you stop working out.
Yeah.
But that's over time, right? That's like your body starting to feel the cool sweat over you. It doesn't just suddenly notice it, right? So I look over and I'm like, Coco, come here. Doesn't want to come here, and she's still yap, 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 and you know my dogs can make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, this ain't feeling right. This ain't feeling well. So I trudge over there, hair raised, freaking out, and I was just like, I pick up the dog, left all the lights on, left the speakers on. We're going upstairs, we're going to bed. That's it. So then I didn't come down here for a couple of days too until my brother came home, and he came down here with me to work out, and I was like, I don't know, man. There's some stuff going down over here. He's like, I don't know if I believe you or I believe in any of this stuff, and I'm like, you don't have to believe me. I saw what I saw. Dog doesn't just freak out over nothing.
Holy shit.
So that was one
petrified.
that was one of those instances where I was really I felt that. Because it's not just like, I guess a lot of my stories, at least in terms of like the stuff that's gone down here, can be attributed to like some sort of emotional reaction. So that was probably, I don't want to say the closest encounter, but like it felt like it was one of the weirder ones. Like my littlest cousin, who's like, I think at the time, like I think he's like 7 now, but like he was like 4 or 5. He would just go into the separate, what do you call it? The second living room, and he would just sit there and stare. And I was like, hey boss, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. And he just stared straight into the wall, or staring straight into the other seats in the couch, because the way that they have the seats oriented is like they're facing each other. And then things like that, he would just do that, and I'm just like.
I kind of feel a little bit unsettled right now.
I do too.
Like,
I don't know if it's the environment, but like I feel kind of heavy.
I feel
Not
that.
gonna lie.
I feel heavy.
Like I just feel like the atmosphere just got more heavy.
Mm. It's interesting, because when you guys did the first one, Haunting at Tatiana, that one, her stories were a little bit more vivid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her stories were a little bit also a little more scarier, especially the one with her little brother and stuff like that. That one, to this day, still spooks me.
Oh yeah.
But this is my living environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live here, I breathe here, I do my work right here. You know, we record right here. It's so much more of a present spot for us. It's not like you're walking into somebody's house, or walking to somebody's apartment, or walking into a cemetery or an area that, you know, they have stories about. We've spent quite an amount of time here, and there have been moments where, during our previous sessions, where it almost felt like we were seeing stuff in the backgrounds and stuff like that. All the lights were down, and like the energy suddenly got very, very heavy and quiet and cold almost. And but we were recording only like 3 weeks ago, but it was still 25 degrees outside, 21 at night. No reason for just a sudden wave of just cold energy and stuff like that. Could it be all of us? Could it be nothing? Or could it be something, someone, something bigger than all of us? There's no real way of knowing.
Oh my god, okay.
Well, shit.
Yeah, this is the speech that I wanted to give. This is a very candid version. That interview that I did was like, we settled it, or we got kind of like the structure of all of it. But this is where the human aspect comes in. You know what I'm saying? This is the part, whatever part we're about to do.
This is the part where shits get real, basically.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a little bit more heavier than we were at Tatiana.
I feel a little bit weird.
Yeah, here.
I'm feeling a little bit weird right now.
Let's walk through it, I guess.
Like, what I just said?
Well, yeah, like, what about it? How are you feeling heavier? Like, is it in your chest? Is it in your legs, your feet? Something of that
I
sort?
feel it where I feel heavy. It feels heavy in like my chest a little bit and my legs. It's like I feel it in my feet, like my legs. That's where it feels weird. Like, and I don't know if it's your basement because I wasn't feeling cold before, or maybe I just stopped moving. But I suddenly feel like more chilly, a little bit more cold. Like, and I don't know because I know basements are cold, so that's just like I'm just kind of brushing it off as that. But I don't know. I feel heavy.
What about you, Jess?
I mean, I don't feel like super tense, but I do feel a little bit nervous. I feel like a little bit weird. Ever since we kind of like sat down here, I'm feeling a little bit off.
Because this is where it starts.
Yeah.
That was all everything else we did was our behind the scenes.
I feel like, bro, I don't know if it literally could just be like me, but it definitely feels like my whole body like it's getting like heavy.
Yeah, I flike that.
Like I feel like my arms.
It's like a whole body thing.
Yeah.
It's not just like any one part. It's just like all like it's just a weird feeling throughout.
Especially like now I feel it in my arms, like I feel like tingling in my arms. I don't know if it's just me or like, you know, I'm psyching myself out because like I could literally dismiss it
And
as
that's
that.
definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us, I'm not a skeptic, you're not a skeptic. Tyler was a skeptic.
I don't know what I
Converted
believe,
now.
respectfully. I don't know what I believe.
So, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
With that being said, though,
It's time to start.
I'm down.
Yeah, it's time to start.
Wing George Young, if you are here, if you are present, give us a sign. Blow out a candle. Move something. Show your presence. This is an open environment for you, and an opportunity for me to speak candidly with you in the afterlife. And if you're here and you are present, I would like to know that you're here.
I come in full respect because I'm Tyler's friend. My name is Daniela. And yeah, if you're here for Tyler's sake, we'd love to hear or see or even feel your presence, that you're nearby.
If whatever is down here isn't George Young, give me a sign. Not seeing anything.
I'm like paying very close attention to the candles.
Seeing the candles
in case
move,
the
but
camera
like,
misses it.
yeah, but I just think it's them being candles. Like, it's not
Nothing
showing.
crazy with the candles. I did see that one actually right in front of Tyler, flickering quite a bit before.
Is there anything here?
No, look at that one.
Yeah, did you see that?
The one in front of you, Tyler.
Did you see that?
If the candle that's in front of Tyler, if that was him, can you flicker that again?
if it wasn't him, but there is something here. Oh my god.
I don't know if that was Tyler.
that's my
Yeah,
hand.
that was yeah. If it wasn't Tyler's grandfather, can you flicker that again? We are calling out to Tyler's grandfather. The candle that's in front of Tyler, if it is him, can you please flicker the light or candle that is in front of Tyler?
Candle that is in front of Tyler. That is in front of Tyler.
That one over there is moving. I'm just speaking though.
Should we blow all of them out except for that candle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like I'm shaking, bro. So we blew out all the candles to see if we can have more of a direct communication. If Tyler's grandfather is here, please show us through the candle.
George, if you're here, give me a sign. Give me something.
You want to pull a tarot card?
Yeah,
And
I
see
think
what it says.
I think that's a really good idea.
Ace of Pentacles and Two of Swords.
This one's drawing to me.
Which one's drawing to
I'm
you?
being drawn to this. Being pulled to the front. I think those two are important to me. Page of Swords.
King of Cups is
King
an
of
interesting
Cups.
one.
It belongs a little bit lower on the spectrum for me.
Do you think any of these were possibly sent by...
I think they were signs. I think these are signs. These are signs that
What was that?
What was that?
that was the Bluetooth. I think that was a sign too.
That was weird. Did it do that?
It does do that, but it's just very, very interesting timing that it decided to make that noise now.
So the Bluetooth came from these speakers right here.
Yeah. It happens. It's a normal thing after a certain amount of time, but it's too convenient of a time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
it weirdly matches up with what we're doing right now.
The idea of it being a sign or a symbol of something. You know what I think he's saying?
Do you want to ask? And see if the candle reflects.
George, are you proud of me? Are you proud of us, the family, your legacy? Are you looking down on us with good eyes and good intentions? Because these cards are telling me that that's what's going on.
Okay.
Do we want to close the circle?
Yes.
And say goodbye? Is
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
that was here, is here? Thank you, and
Yeah, thank you.
May we go in
Goodbye. Go in peace. Go in light and love. We only came in the best frequencies that we had. Yeah, goodbye. We are closing off all communication now with you. Thank you. Goodbye. Everyone say goodbye.
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 Feel free to do the honors, Tyler.
"12 minutes in."
Okay, so
stopped.
Dude, why is
20 minutes.
you stopped 20 minutes and I got 11:50 of footage.
Okay, mine never stopped. And mine never stopped.
How long did you
Oh
record
shit,
for?
my bad. So,
Mine
okay,
stopped
hold on.
right when I moved the middle, like this big ball from the middle. That's right when it ended right there.
Okay, wait, hold on. So, we just figured out that her camera stopped recording and this camera stopped recording.
Something didn't want us recording that. Because, like, this is not the first time that we've lost recording footage, stuff like this. We lost it.
Specifically in your basement.
Yeah.
So, how much minutes did you have in here?
I got 11:20.
At what point did yours stop? Like, what was happening?
I'm about to find out.
And when did yours stop?
Yeah, mine stopped right when we moved this here from the middle. And that's when we were actually blowing out the candles. And we wanted to channel just like from the one candle.
Is it because your storage is full? Because let's try to see if that's like a possibility if like your storage is full.
My storage isn't full because I pay for storage. Like I pay for iCloud monthly,
Okay,
so
yeah.
I can take a video right now if I wanted to.
Okay.
Fucking
not
weird,
full.
bro. I don't even know how to describe that. That's fucking weird.
It's because mine never stopped recording. Like,
Yeah, you had a close monitor of that too.
yeah, I'm pretty sure mine never stopped.
You know what's gonna happen? Remember when you did the first video and we found all the shit in post?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna find it in post. We're gonna be searching through. We're gonna.
You know why? Because usually nothing will happen that you can see like just straight up right now. You can feel it. You usually can't see it, and that was the same case with Tatiana. We could feel it, but like we couldn't actually see anything happen when we did the seance.
Mhm.
But we all were feeling really weird being in the apartment, and then when we left, we felt fine. And I think that's the same case with this. There wasn't necessarily anything crazy that happened.
It was
But I
just
guess-
the environment
But
produced those
I guess
feelings
we'll
and stuff
find
like
out
that.
when we take a look at the footage.
Yeah, really and truly. I feel like we got some really good shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird experience.
So, how do you
wait till she
feel?
gets back. How do I feel? At the end of our little conversation, I was really, I don't know, I felt the need and the want and just being really comfortable with being vulnerable for a second. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I even saw Jess getting a little watery-eyed and shit. And she was like, kind of just feeling the environment, feeling the energy, feeling the atmosphere and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's, by all means, there's a lot of creepy stuff that has happened at this house, right? Whether it's stories of my mom, my uncles, or people seeing shadows, people seeing or being woken up by stuff, whether it's the numerous cases of sleep paralysis or, you know, the parties where they feel like someone's there who just wasn't necessarily invited but was welcome. It's all there, it's all present, it's all the part of this, and I feel like it was like a sense of almost relief, you know? I feel like I said a bunch of stuff that I've never said out loud before in regards to everything that happened, and I think that was like a pretty valuable experience, right? How did I feel going into it? I felt not as nervous until we finally sat down at the table and the candles were lit and the ambiance was there, and you know the soft purring of the fucking AC unit, and then halfway through that story, it started to feel real. You know what I'm saying? And once it felt real, I think that's what I recognize. Like this is actually what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like this is actually an opportunity for me to speak candidly to someone that means a lot to me, even though they're not here presently, or Lord knows he could be, and he just wanted to be a silent man. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never heard his voice. In my head, I've never heard his voice. I don't know what it sounds like. I don't know if it's deep, if it's high. I
There's
guarantee.
no recordings?
Pardon?
There's no videotapes?
Not that I know of. Only photos. I don't think they had video of him at that time. So in my head, when I see an image, I don't hear a voice. You know what I'm saying? Like I can imagine the thick churny accent and, you know, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
The same experiences don't exist. It's interesting to tell you the truth, especially now that back December before COVID started, I went back home. I started hearing stories about who he was and what he did and how he met grandma and, you know, what part of town he came from and what that was like, and getting a better sense of who he was, what his story was, and who he was as a man. It all pieced together, and tonight I feel like there's some sort of sense of like it culminated to this moment. So if I were to tell you, I told you how I felt before, I told you how I felt during. Right now I feel a lot of relief. I feel like even though we might not have gotten any evidence, God forbid we go into the editing room and we see a bunch of shit, I feel like personally I came to some conclusions, and I think you guys watched me as the gears were turning about those conclusions and stuff like that, about what was going on in my head and what it means moving forward. Yeah.
Because when my grandfather was alive, he was the life of the party. He walks in the door, everyone knew he was there. You know, he's the one who was dapping everyone up and getting everyone to drink and to laugh and telling jokes and telling stories. He was a socialite. And when I found that out, I thought, wow, even in his passing, he really, really knows how to control the energy of a room.